What's going on, people? King Rich is back again with another live stream. Yeah, big up to everybody that supports the channel. Big up to everyone that's been liking the videos and leaving comments. I want to talk about something that is very relatable to most guys, if not all guys. Most guys out there have been played. Let's keep it real. Be honest. A lot of guys try to act like they're players, they're Casanovas, they are experts with women, you know, they are always winning when it comes to dating, but that's just not the truth. Most guys have been played and hurt in the past, yeah? And I think that it is a rite of passage for most guys to get hurt by a woman that you probably liked a lot. You may have invested a lot of time, effort, money into that girl, and she just up and left you, or somebody may have cheated on you and just basically sold you a dream. And then when the dream starts to dissolve, the nightmare rears its ugly head, and you are left there with your balls in your hand. And you can't believe what's happening. You can't believe that this person done a U-turn on you. All right? And it's happened to me. It's happened to many people. Even guys that are quote unquote alpha males or high value men, you know, rappers, athletes, actors, entertainers, ballers, criminals. This has happened to most guys who've been active out there. A lot of guys, they turn into players because they've been heartbroken, and, you know, they go into their villain arc. And really and truly, there is quite a consistent pattern that you will notice when you start to analyze why so many guys get their hearts broken, why they get played by women. And I was talking about this with a friend of mine earlier. We was talking about the whole Kai Cenat situation and other various situations in real life. And the problem is, many guys, they don't know themselves. Many guys don't know where they stand in life. And big up to everybody in the chat. Big up to My Name is China. Happy New Year, bro. See, this is the issue. Like, many people don't know where they stand in life. They don't know their market. Now, what do I mean by these things? Okay, when I say when you don't know yourself, you don't know where you are in the hierarchy. You see, in this world, there is levels. There's levels to everything. And as a man, unfortunately, maybe it shouldn't be like that, but the reality is everybody is not exactly the same. Some people are tall, some people are short. Some people are rich, some people are poor. Some people are really handsome, and some people look like farm animals. And then there's varying degrees between the extremes, varying degrees. And it's very important that you understand fully where you are in each hierarchy. Now, I always say to guys, it's very important that you focus on self-improvement. I always told you guys from years ago that you need to be trying to collect as much power as possible. Power in for your finances, power in your physique, in your looks, power in your mental, you know, in your intelligence, power in your social skills, and power spiritually, as in, you know, making sure you're spiritually where you need to be, depending on what you believe in, etc., etc. Like, it's very, very important because you want to be at your top potential. You don't want to be just existing. Because in this world, it's very unforgiving towards men. And in fact, in this world, if you are a man who is perceived as average, a lot of times women do not respect that. Women operate by hypergamy. They want to be with the best option they can find, the best option they can attract. See, this is where the problem starts to rear its ugly head. Because a lot of guys, they've bought into the fairy tale Disney programming. They've listened to what their mum has told them from when they was a little boy, that if you're just a nice guy, you know, you're polite and you have good manners, you know, the girl of your dreams is gonna waltz into your life and you're gonna live happily ever after. But most of us guys know at this point in life that this is just simply not true. And in fact, there's a whole saying that nice guys finish last, and we know that is 100% true. I'm sure Kai Cenat knows that's true. You see, the issue with Kai Cenat is that Kai Cenat is a nice guy. He's a nice guy, and he got tangled up with a girl that is attracted to guys who are not nice guys. She has a preference, and you don't fall into that preference. But she dealt with him because he had money and clout. He's the most famous streamer in the world. Now, guys, you need to understand that it's very easy for you to fall into this trap when you don't know yourself. And you don't know your market, and you don't know where you are in the pecking order. You need to know who would happily be around you without the glitz and glamour. You need to be aware of who you was able to attract before you became hyper successful. Because I believe a lot of us guys are going to be successful. And I pray to God that we all make it. Because this life is short, it's difficult. A lot of us have bad experiences coming up. A lot of us didn't have no role models. A lot of us didn't even have a dad growing up. So I truly, honestly want all of us to win. But the thing is, once you do become successful, you become a target. You become a target, just like Kai Cenat. And he's not the only one. Many successful guys have been targeted. There's an NFL player by the name of Tyreek Hill. Very famous wide receiver. Played for the Kansas City Chiefs. Now he plays for Miami. Very wealthy guy. Black guy. And he got married to a chick not too long ago. And the girl divorced him. She had a kid or something with him and then divorced him very, very quickly. And now she's demanding a lot of money from him. That's just another example. This happens all the time. Guys getting married to chicks and, you know, the girl is the girl of your dreams on paper. You know, she's the right height, she's the right complexion, she's the right face, the right size chest, the right size back. And she's making you feel like you are the guy, you are him. And you got to understand, bro, most of these things would not touch you with a broomstick unless there was some kind of obvious gain they could get out of being next to you. They don't want to sleep with you, bruv. They don't want to sleep with you. They don't want to suck your willy. They don't want to do nothing with you. They're in their head is business. It's business. It's a lease contract. And once they don't feel like they're getting any kind of gain out of you anymore, they're terminating the contract, bro. Abruptly. And then that's when you get into the situation of the woman just left you out of nowhere and you're heartbroken. Because guess what? They're not going to tell you, they're not going to warm you up. They're just going to cut off. You're going to get a text message one day. Oh, this isn't working. Literally, you was with her 2 days ago. You was laughing and joking and you was doing the usual, was spending money on her on a date and, you know, trying to show her how much you like her and blah, blah, blah. Then all of a sudden you get a text that she's not interested no more. You can't believe it. You try to call her. You're blocked. You're blocked, fam. Now you're trying to get in touch with her through her friends or through her relatives. And bro, she doesn't want to know. She don't want to talk to you anymore. And if you go too far, she might call the police on you, fam. Listen, this is how it is. If you're dealing with a woman that doesn't actually like you, you are in a terrible position as a guy. Because a lot of them, they can do a real good acting job. And a lot of these girls, they don't care. They will sleep with you. Yes, they will go bounce up and down your meat. They don't care, bro. Like, to them, that's nothing. They'll sleep with you. They'll get physical and intimate with you. They don't care because they're getting some kind of financial gain out of it or some kind of other gain out of it, bro. It's business. A lot of guys need to understand where you stand with these chicks, and you need to understand the kind of woman you are dealing with. Take your emotions out of it, bro. Use your brain. We are in a new year. It's time for guys to actually understand the game, understand the players you're playing with. Stop listening to the dating preferences of all these 304s online. Forget about that. These people are they're just degenerates, bro. The women you deal with in real life, you need to understand who they are and why are they dealing with you, bro. You need to understand that. You need to understand the why. Why is she with you? Because guess what, my brother, and I say this in all due respect, you are not God's gift to women. So why is this woman with you? What is her true motivation, bro, to be with you? To be honest. Especially if you're dealing with a woman who you feel like you're punching. Like you got with a girl that you wouldn't usually get. You've got with a girl that in the past would have never looked your way, would never have given you the time of day. You need to ask yourself, bro, like, why is she with me? What is it that has attracted her? Because it's probably not your face, bro. We know that most marriages are ended by women. Why do you think that is? Most relationships are ended by women. Why do you think that is? Why do you think that is? Someone said it in the chat, and I've said this from day one. You need to be with a woman that likes you more than you like her. That's the only way that your relationship's going to have longevity. I'm sorry. A lot of women may not like that, but it's true. It's true. It's absolutely true. That's what I've seen from my own personal experience. Like, and big up Elias for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Yeah. But even from my own personal experience, and it's so sad, but it's just like, if you find yourself in a situation where you're being overly nice, you're the one always trying, you're the one that feels like you need to show appreciation and show this girl that, oh, you like her so much, and you know you don't want to be with nobody else, and you know she is the beginning and the end, and you're living your life for her, and happy wife and happy life, bro, your relationship's doomed, bro. I'm just being honest. Relationship's doomed. Your girl needs to be chasing you, bro. Like, I'm being honest, bro. Like, she needs to like you more. She's got to be chasing you. Because if it's the other way around, bro, you're on borrowed time. I'm sorry. And I know a lot of women are not going to agree with that, but it's true. It's true. Because men are more inclined to settle, right? Men are more inclined to settle. Majority of men, most guys. The average guy, most guys are happy to settle. Yeah. They may be with a girl. She may not be his dream girl. She may not tick all the boxes, but if she treats him nice, he'll settle down with her. He'll sit down with her, especially as men get older. Women, on the other hand, boy, if you're not the type that she really likes, bruh, you're on borrowed time, bro. Her eyes are open. Because guess what? Her type is walking around, bro. And more than likely, especially if she's good looking, her type will probably show her some advances. Or guys that are closer to her type may be hollering at her. And then all it takes is one argument. One time you say something a bit out of line to this girl, bro. Now she's going to be thinking, why am I even with this guy? Why am I even talking to this guy? I can do better than him. All my friends tell me I can do better than him. Why am I with him? That's all it takes. That's the seed. Once that seed's been dropped in there, that's it, fam. Because if you continue arguing with this girl, she'll just say, you know what? I want to go on a break. I don't want to. I think we need to go on a break. Let's separate for a bit. And while she's on a break, she's going to talk to other guys. Because remember, men approach women. Women don't really have to go after men like that. And another thing me and my friend was talking about earlier was the fact that even women that you may find to be unattractive, or, you know, you don't think that she's all that, bro, they got options too. That thing that you think is not up to your standard, up to your level, she's probably got more willy thrown at her than you got box thrown at you. Press 1 in the chat if you get what I'm saying. Press 1 in the chat if you get what I'm saying. You come across a thing, or you know a girl or woman, whatever, yeah, and you think, oh man, I would never deal with her. I would never sleep with her. I don't find her attractive, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. You don't see what other guys would see in her. Guess what? She's got more willy thrown her way than you got box thrown your way. 100%. 100%. And the only way that would be different is if you are a guy that has money or clout. A combination of both, or either or. That's the only way. Or you're really, really good looking. You're an exceptionally good looking guy. You're some Marlon or some 6'8" type guy. Like, but if you're just an average guy, normal guy, or maybe even if you're a 6 or 7 out of 10 guy, and then you're looking down on some chick, oh, she's just a 5, or she's just a 4, blah, blah, blah. I would never deal with her. Bro, she's got more options than you, fam. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. It's the truth. So why do so many guys get played and heartbroken? Because guys don't know where they stand in the hierarchy, bro. They don't understand that, oh, these things are now giving me attention because now they're looking for a way to use me. They want to use me. I'm not their natural type, but now they're telling me that I'm so handsome and I'm so funny. And you know, it feels good. Don't get me wrong, it feels great. Feels great. When you got a good-looking girl, a girl that you've never, that quality has never been in your presence before, and now she's here. And she's telling you that you're handsome and you're funny. She's telling you that she loves sucking you off. She loves when you're inside her. Ah, it's perfect. This is perfect fantasy, bruv. And then you actually start buying into it. You start believing it, bro. You start believing it. She's never dated any guy like you before. All of her type has all been kind of the same type. Then you're there. Do you think all of a sudden she's going to change her preferences and her type? All of a sudden. What? Because you're so funny, bro. Don't be foolish, bro. Don't be foolish. Don't be foolish. We're in a new year. It's time to understand what we're doing out here, bro. It's time to understand what you're doing. You should know the type of market you was able to attract before and currently, and if that market starts to change, you start to get this higher tier of really, really attractive women around you. Bro, like, you got to understand, why is she around me now? Now, obviously, as a man, you've done self-improvement. You've improved yourself. You've got power in all the different areas that I was talking about, financially, physically, mentally, socially, spiritually. You've upped your game. And that's fantastic. And I want every guy to do that this year. I'm doing it this year. I'm always been doing it, but now I'm really, really hyper focused on that. I'm hyper focused on what I'm doing, fam. Like I gave up drinking and smoking. What? It's coming up to 2 years now. I haven't drank no alcohol in like 2 years. I stopped smoking a long time ago. Like, bro, my mind's clear, fam. Well, big up to BLD for the super chat. Big ups to you, King. Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you. Yeah, big up to you. And you lot, follow his example. Support the stream, man. And like the video. Don't forget to do that. But, bro, you need to understand, why is this girl around me now? You need to... Bro, this should be the number one question you have. Always. Why is she around me? Is she using me? What is she getting out of this? And I know this sounds very like cold. It's a very cold way of thinking. Very cold. But you have to use your brain, bro. Like, you cannot be walking around like a dummy, crash test dummy, ready to get played. Then the next thing, you're going to be depressed, heartbroken by some woman who is a 304. She's for everybody. She's for the streets. She's a party girl. This is, bro, like, she would never have dated you on a normal day. Like, think. You must use your head. Take your emotions out of it. Take your emotions out of it. Bro, it is common knowledge that most things these days, they only care about money now, bro. Like, all that, oh, love. Bro, a lot of girls will tell you straight up, love does not pay the bills. Right? They'll start talking about, oh, traditionally, men paid for everything. Yeah, my dad looked after my grandmother and she didn't work and blah, blah, blah. And they'll start talking about their dad taught them that they're a princess and no man is good enough for their daughter and blah, blah, blah. Listen, the thing about these modern women is they're applying old traditions to the present day, which does not fit. Because when your granddad, or even when your dad was courting your mum, everything was way cheaper. Inflation hadn't taken over the whole economy. When your granddad bought a house, you could buy a house for like 40 grand. They could pay off that mortgage in like 5 years. In this current day and age, you'll get a mortgage, it'll be 30 years long. You probably won't pay it off. What are you talking about? Most of these things walking around, they're not wifey material, bro. I'm sorry. Most of them are gold diggers, bro. Like, they just want money. They just want to be taken care of. Yeah, they will sleep with you, but it's a business transaction, bro. They will give you their body and then you give them everything else. Everything else. That's what they want. Even the women that have money, most of them, not all. It's not all. Listen. Disclaimer, it's not all women. When I say these things, it's not all women. It's not all. Right? I've come across some women that are decent, that, you know, they don't require a man to do everything. Big up to Omar for the super chat. He says, salute to King and the chat room. Big up to Omar, man. Always supporting. Appreciate you, fam. Now, listen, it's not all women, all right? But unfortunately, there is a large percentile of women who, bro, money is the top of their list, bro. That's it. Their money is their money and your money is their money, bro. They want to apply these traditional ideals to the modern day. They want a man that is going to come in, be a protector, provider, i.e. pay all the bills, take responsibility for everything that happens, and protect her while she gives him box, I guess. She sucks him off and gives him box. She bounces up and down him sometimes. Like, that's it. But at the same time, she's not a traditional woman. So she works. She makes her own money, which she spends on herself. And that's fine. You spend your money, like, whatever. But you're not traditional, though. Like, you don't want to stay at home and just look after kids and look after the house and not go on girls' trips and not go to clubs and shisha lounges and all of this stuff. You're not the type of woman that is just going to up and leave your relationship or up and leave your marriage because you understand duty. Because that's what traditionally women did. Women endured a lot back in the day. The traditional women of back in the day, they stuck in their marriage. Even if their man cheated, they stuck with their man because of the duty to their family, bro, to their kids and their family. They stayed. Now, I'm not saying that it's right for men to cheat on their women. I'm not saying that, but those women had a different mentality and it was a different time. And in that time also, the men could look after themselves and a woman and kids on their one salary because the price of living was significantly low. Unfortunately, in this current day and age in the West, whether you're in London, UK, or in any state in America, I'm sorry, the price of living is very, very high, bro. Like, you can't survive. Like, most people, forget about rappers, athletes, and entertainers, and people that got lucky doing cryptocurrency. Yeah, forget about those guys. Most people would not be able to survive or live okay or live comfortably on one salary of just the man's money, bro. The woman would have to work as well. But you got these dummies on the internet that will come up on podcasts or Instagram reels or TikToks, and they'll be talking about, I want a guy that is gonna give me a soft life and I don't want to have to think. That's what these women say. They don't want to have to think. But I'm sorry, you was born in the wrong era. And it's not about the guy being broke. The guy's not broke, bro. You're just born in the wrong era for all of that. And to be honest with you, you're not traditional women anyway. Most of you are party girls. See, the women of the older era, those traditional women, they were never party girls, bro. They were getting married and having kids like at 20. 21, 22, they was already married, bro. 25, they've already had their first kid. And they were having kids with the same man. Predominantly anyway. It was looked down upon. It was shamed, you know, if you was out there having loads of baby daddies. It was not okay. Not how it is now. Like, most of these things, man. Yeah, someone said it in chat. Now they want to travel. Yeah. There's a lot of bad role models for women now that didn't exist back in the day. There's loads of bad role models. You got all these female rappers advising women to just go and get the bag and forget about men, and men are dogs and men are trash and blah, blah, blah. You got all these personalities, influencers, influencing the minds of young girls. So those girls grow up into women, and now they've got this weird love-hate mindset towards men. All these women want the same guys. They're all attracted to the same guy. Oh, the guy has to be 6'3". You know, he has to be devilishly good looking. He has to be a millionaire. He has to be able to give them some crazy rock star lifestyle, soft life. He needs to be able to work a job where he can up and just take her to any country on holiday, any time of the year. He doesn't work a 9 to 5. And then to be the cherry on the top, he's got a 15-inch willy, bro. You know, it's hilarious. I just find it to be so funny, like. Most guys in relationships, they're married to somebody who feels that they settled for you. Listen, this is what I'm saying. If you're with a woman or you're in a relationship with a woman and it's like you are more invested and you love her more than she loves you, bro, that is doomed. In my opinion, I'm sorry, that's doomed, bro. Like, I just don't believe in it, fam. When you get that energy that a girl doesn't like you that much, or she's not as interested as you are, bro, you need to just chalk it up to the game. It is what it is. Like, just enjoy your time with that person, like, but don't expect too much. Don't expect too much, bro. Like, like, don't get too emotionally invested, bro, because like that person don't really like you like that. Let me tell you one thing, yeah? When you know a girl likes you, yeah? And I heard this from somebody else, so I'm not going to act like this was just my original thought. This came from somebody else, but when I heard him say it made so much sense. You know when a girl actually really likes you, when she starts becoming annoying. When the girl starts to become annoying, bro. That's when you know, like, the girl really likes you, bro. If the girl is, like, nonchalant, if she's just like, you know, it is what it is, whatever, you know, if I see you, I see you. If I don't, then it's calm. Yeah, she don't care, bro. She don't care. But if it's like a thing where it's like, she's always calling, always asking questions, always wanting to be involved in your life. She always wants to know what's going on, blah, 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 blah. Like, calling you loads of times, texting you every day, consistent. You're not necessarily you're not necessarily doing that much for her. Like, do you get what I'm saying? You're not like, you know, there's not no obvious way that she's using you. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, this is why I said you have to think with a cold, logical mind, like if you're being used or not. Now, if you realize that, okay, cool, I'm not being used, but this girl seems to be just always just on me. Bro, that's a girl that actually likes you, fam. That's a girl that honestly likes you. Do you get what I'm saying? Is she the type of girl that will put what she's doing on the back burner to help you? Is she somebody who is a helpmate? Is she helping you get to where you need to be? Or is she just worrying about what she wants? Is she like that Gigi asking you for a G-Wagon for Christmas? Like she did when like Gigi asked Kai Cenat for a G-Wagon. How is that benefiting Kai Cenat in any way, shape or form? That's just going to be a mad liability and expense on somebody that's not his wife or the mother of his child. Doesn't make any sense. But she barefaced asked for it. And then she's going to say, oh, I was only joking. You're not joking. You do want that. And apparently NBA Youngboy went and bought it for her. Don't get got out here, man. Guys, do not get got. We're in a new year, bro. Some of you guys are not going to listen. Some of you guys are not hearing what I'm saying. You're not getting it. You're focused on something else when you need to be focused on this message, which is very, very important, and it will save you a lot of heartache and headache, bro, and a lot of stress. Like, you will get played out here. We are taught to believe that women can't do no wrong and women always just want a nice guy to be with and they just want love and I just want to be loved and love and, bruh, yeah, right. Yeah, right, bro. A lot of times these women just want attention, bro. They just want attention and they want to feel like the star character in their movie, bro. They want you to make them feel like the star of the movie. Brother, you're the star of the movie, bro. I'm the star of my movie, bro. Like a lot of guys out there, you have this simp mentality, just really, bruh, just this mentality that just makes me sink. I hate when I hear these guys talking. They're just like, oh yeah, she's my queen. Oh, she's the sun, moon, and stars. Oh, I can't live without you. And making all these simp R&B songs. Can't stand those songs, bro. Can't stand these guys. They just make everything about their chick. Everything is about the chick, bro. Like, bro, you're meant to be the star of the movie. Now, this woman's come from wherever she's come from, and you've made her the star of your movie. Then you wonder why you want to throw yourself off of a bridge when she decides that she don't want to be with you no more. Because you made the mistake, bro. You made the mistake. Some dumb R&B song, bruv. You lot been listening to too much music, bro. Brainwashed. A lot of you guys, you ready to give up your life, throw your whole life away for a woman that wouldn't even do nothing for you. Bro, like, this is a clear indicator that this is a woman that will play you and throw you under the bus. Does she ever do anything for you selflessly, bro? Ask yourself that. Some of you guys are in relationships with girls that don't even like you, bro. That never liked you, but they're just using you. And you think you're winning because you're sleeping with her. Guess what? You're not the first one to sleep with her, bro. You're not the first willy that she sucked. Listen, shh. Listen, you are not the first willy she has sucked. So you need to ask yourself these real serious, logical, cold questions about this girl, bro. Like, Does she do anything for you selflessly? Does she care about your well-being? Does she actually do anything tangible? Think about it, bro. Because if it's one of them situations where you're just with a girl, you're taking her out, you're buying her stuff, taking her to eat, you're feeding her, you drive her up and down. I don't know, bruv. Like, bruh, whenever she calls you, she's asking for something or she's telling you something she wants to do every single time. She doesn't really hang out with you for no reason. She always has to get some kind of reimbursement for her time. She needs some kind of reimbursement for her time. Brother, it's business, fam. It's a business lease deal, all right? And also, them kind of things, they're talking to other guys. Just know she's talking to other guys, bro. She's talking to other guys, bro. And that's it. That's it. And then when she's done with you, bro, 1 week later, 2 weeks later, she's already got another guy. And you're there crying, fam. Crying. Guys, please use your head when you're dealing with women now, bro. You can't be all up in your feelings no more. It's not that, right? We live in a very materialistic, a superficial world now. Yeah, we got all this technology as well, like that. It's just making the world more of a colder, isolated place. The last thing you need to do is go couple up with the wrong woman, marry the wrong woman, have a baby with the wrong woman, bro. That's the last thing you need to do, bro. All right. But anyway, man, I think this was a very important live stream. All of you, please like the video, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Yeah. More live streams on the way. You know how it goes. Follow me on Instagram, King Riches Official. Follow me on TikTok, King Riches 2. Yeah. Big up to the guys that hit the super chat as always. Big up to everyone that likes the videos. Tell a friend to tell a friend about the channel. Yeah, we're just gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep grinding and pushing harder through this year and onwards. Yeah, forever. Yeah. Get power, financial, physical, mental, social, spiritual. Max out. Understand where you stand. Understand who you're dealing with. Is this person actually for you genuinely, or is this somebody that is basically looking at you as business? Yeah, then if you recognize that this person is just there for business, then you act accordingly. You do what you need to do, but don't get too invested so that you don't end up getting hurt or played. Simple as that. Yeah. Anyways, King Riches of signing out. You lot take care of yourselves. I'm out of here. Peace, man.